Look, here's the single biggest financial lie floating around the entrepreneur space in 2025. It's the idea that high profits require high effort and massive startup capital. You're told to start a dropshipping store, or code an app, or spend 6 months learning SEO. All businesses that demand huge time sinks, massive upfront inventory risk, or years of skill acquisition. Meanwhile, small and medium-sized businesses are hemorrhaging money on manual tasks, customer service emails, lead qualification, social media scheduling, and data entry. They are desperate for solutions that save them time and money right now. Here's the thing. The gap between a small business's manual inefficiencies and the power of modern AI is the biggest profit opportunity of the decade. We're talking about starting an AI automation agency, AA, a high-margin, low-overhead business you can launch in 48 hours, targeting a global pain point and demanding only basic skills. Today, we are breaking down the business model that allows you to charge $2,000 to $5,000 per month per client while doing less than 10 hours of manual work a week. The value arbitrage. Why small business owners happily pay you $2,000 to save them $5,000. The 48-hour launch plan. The exact tech stack and process flow to get your first client pitch ready. The psychology of the sale. How to pitch automation to a non-tech owner using simple math, not confusing jargon. The math of scaling. Going from 1 client to 5 clients, and the magic of the 70% profit margin. My name is John, and I spend way too much time thinking about how to build high-margin businesses by leveraging tech gaps and human psychology. If you're someone who is tired of trading time for money and wants to build a truly leveraged income stream in 2025/2026, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Let's build a machine that prints money. The value arbitrage, the profit gap. The core of the AI automation agency business is value arbitrage. You are exploiting the huge difference between the cost of human labor and the cost of automated labor. The problem, the human cost. Let's look at a typical small service business, say a local dentist or a mid-sized e-commerce store. They have employees who spend all day on repetitive tasks. Lead qualification. An employee spends 10 hours a week answering repetitive, how much does it cost? Emails and scheduling initial calls. Cost. At $20 per hour, that's $800 per month in pure repetitive labor. Plus, humans make mistakes and quit. The shocking statistic? Surveys show that administrative tasks consume 30 to 40% of an average employee's workday. That time is pure profit drain. The solution, the AI cost you, the AI, introduce a simple AI solution using a tool like Zapier or Make to connect their website form to an OpenAI or Claude model that automatically answers FAQs instantly, qualifies the lead based on their answers, e.g., do you have insurance? Books the appointment directly into the calendar via a tool like Acuity Scheduling. Your cost, $100 to $200 per month in software subscriptions and AI credits. The client's value, they save $800 to $1,000 in labor and eliminate errors. The arbitrage. You charge the client $2,500 per month for the service. Your margin, $2,500 revenue, $200. Cost equals $2,300 profit. That's a 92% profit margin. The client's perception. They pay you $2,500 but you instantly delivered $5,000 to $10,000 in value, labor savings, better lead conversion, and 24/7 service. You are the only person who wins massively in this scenario, and the client still feels like they got a bargain. That is the definition of high profit leverage, the 48-hour launch plan. Now you might be thinking, I'm not a coder, I can't build AI. Here's the thing, you don't build AI, you connect AI. You are a consultant, not a programmer. The tools are drag and drop. This is how you launch in 48 hours. Day 1, niche, offer, and tech. Stack 1. Define your niche, 4 hours. Do not target all small businesses. That's slow death. Target a pain point niche. Example, niche, local law firms. Pain point, qualifying complex inbound leads. Example, niche, e-commerce, returns, child support. Pain point, high volume, repetitive questions. The focus, pick a niche where automation directly impacts their highest cost or their highest revenue generator. 2, select your stack, 3 hours. You need 4 tools, that's it. The brain, AI model, ChatGPT, plus Claude Pro. The connector, integration, Zapier or Make, crucial for linking systems. The funnel, client, CRM scheduler, Trello, Notion, or Calendly. The website, credibility. A simple landing page built on Card or Squarespace showing your one service. 3, build your first solution, 5 hours. Build a working demo for the most common pain point in your niche. If you chose law firms, build an automated form that asks 5 qualification questions and drafts a summary email for the partner. Your website is your demo. Day 2, the prospecting engine 1, the low-cost, high-value case study, 8 hours. You don't need a massive portfolio. You need one killer case study. Offer your service for free or dirt cheap, $500 retainer, to one client in your niche in exchange for a testimonial and verifiable data. The goal, prove that you save them X hours or increase their Y leads. 2, the simple pitch, 4 hours. Your pitch is not about AI, it's about time. Wrong pitch. We use GPT-4 via a Zapier integration. Jargon, right. Pitch. I can guarantee your receptionist will save 12 hours this month, allowing them to focus on high-value clients. That's $10,000 in annual labor guaranteed. This simple 48-hour plan gets you a live service, a working model, and a client-facing proof of concept. The psychology of the sale. The biggest hurdle is not the tech. It's convincing a skeptical business owner who might be 55 years old and doesn't know what API means, to pay you $3,000 per month. You must overcome 2 key psychological barriers: fear of the unknown and the need for control. 1, overcoming fear of the unknown, de-risking. Business owners hate risk. They hate having to learn new systems. The solution, the guarantee. Never sell a service, sell a measurable result, and guarantee it. Example, guarantee. If we don't reduce your monthly call volume by 20% in the first 30 days, your first month is free. The psychology. This shifts the risk entirely from the client to you. Because the AI is predictable, your risk is minimal, but the client feels completely protected. This is de-risking the decision. 2, overcoming the need for control, simplicity. Owners feel they need to oversee every interaction. They don't trust a robot with their reputation. The solution, the black box approach. You don't teach them the automation, you tell them, we own, maintain, and manage the system. You just use the results. Your leads come pre-qualified, and your inbox is 80% cleaner. The psychology. You are selling them simplicity and time, not a complex tool they have to manage. You are the expert who stands between the complicated tech and their simple result. This is where it gets really interesting. When you charge a high retainer, $3,000 a month, it actually increases your perceived value. Low prices imply low results and high risk. High prices imply expertise and confidence. Charge high, deliver guaranteed results, and you own the market. The math of scaling, the 70% profit margin. Finally, let's look at the math of scaling, because this is where the AI automation agency crushes every traditional service business. The traditional agency, linear scaling. If you run a typical marketing agency, adding a new client requires you to hire a new person, buy more ads, or spend double the time. Your margins stay flat or decrease. One client, $3,000 revenue, $1,500 expenses, salary ads, equals $1,500. Profit, 50% margin. 5 clients, requires 2 new employees, doubling payroll. Profit might only grow to $5,000. Linear effort, linear profit. The AI automation agency, leverage scaling. Because the core service is automated software, your time and cost to onboard a new client are minimal after the initial build. The key insight: you are selling the same digital asset, the automation workflow, multiple times. Your time input decreases dramatically with each new client because you are just replicating the existing system. You maintain a 70% to 90% profit margin at scale, which is nearly impossible in any other service industry. Actionable step: the replication blueprint. Your goal is to turn your first successful client workflow into a replication blueprint. Document the flow. Write down every step of the successful automation for your niche. Create a template. Turn the Zapier/Make flow into a shareable template. Target the clone. Only target clients who are identical to your first successful case study. This allows you to onboard a new client in under 4 hours. This isn't about working harder. This is about building a system that allows you to charge for leverage, leveraging the power of AI that works 24/7 for you. Conclusion and motivation. Look, the opportunity of 2025/2026 is not in complexity. It's in simplicity and speed. The AI automation agency is the perfect vehicle because it allows you to arbitrage value, launch quickly, and scale without losing your margin. You overcome the startup hurdle with the 48-hour launch plan. You charge premium prices by selling guaranteed time savings, not confusing tech jargon. You escape the trap of linear income by maintaining a 90% profit margin through leveraged replication. The old system demanded you trade time for money. The new system demands you trade knowledge of AI systems for leveraged profit. The 5 core benefits of the AI automation agency. Look, why should you start an AI automation agency over any other business in 2025/2026? It's not just about the money. It's about the leverage, the speed, and the sheer lack of risk. Here are the 5 massive non-negotiable benefits of running a entrepreneurship. Benefit 1, immediate high-margin profit, the 90% win. Nick, every traditional business forces you into a low-margin game. Drop shipping has inventory risk. SaaS requires massive development cost. A marketing agency means huge payroll. The AAA model flips this entirely. You are selling software orchestration, not manual labor. The math. Your expenses are primarily $100 to $200 in monthly subscription fees. Zapier Open AI credits. When you charge $3,000, your gross profit margin is immediately 90% plus. The benefit: you keep almost every dollar. You reach profitability faster than any other model, meaning you get cash flow and financial certainty in weeks, not years. This crushes the anxiety of, will this work? Benefit 2: zero barrier to entry, the 48-hour launch. You don't need a 4-year degree in computer science. You don't need a patent. You don't need to learn Python. The requirement, the core skill, is connecting off-the-shelf tools, Zapier, Make, and the existing AI models. It's an integrator's business, not a programmer's business. The benefit: because the learning curve is flat, you can move from concept to pitch ready in less than 48 hours. This speed to market allows you to capture niche opportunities before the slow-moving competition even wakes up. You are leveraging speed as your competitive advantage. Benefit 3: the ultimate time leverage, passive income potential. This is the holy grail. The ultimate goal of the AI automation agency is decoupling income from time. The trap: a traditional consultant trades 1 hour for $100. If they stop working, they stop earning. The upfront model: you spend 10 hours setting up the automation. That automation then works 24/7 for the client, generating value, qualifying leads, and answering emails. Your ongoing time commitment is less than 1 hour per week per client for maintenance. The benefit: you are selling a digital asset that you built once, but you get paid a recurring premium retainer every single month. This scales horizontally into true, leveraged, passive income. Benefit 4: immune to lifestyle creep, low overhead. Most high-earning jobs suffer from lifestyle creep. The more you make, the more you spend on your business. You get a bigger office, hire more staff, and buy fancier equipment. The AOA reality: your office is your laptop. Your staff is the AI. Your expenses are fixed, low-cost software subscriptions. The benefit: your personal lifestyle does not have to inflate just because your business revenue triples. This allows you to aggressively apply the reverse budget principle to your personal finances because your business overhead remains near zero. You keep the financial freedom from the start. Benefit 5: recession resilience, solving guaranteed pain. When recessions hit, businesses cut marketing and non-essential expenses first. They never cut things that save them money. The value proposition: you are not selling a nice-to-have advertisement. You're selling a system that reduces labor costs and increases lead conversion. You are the cost-saving solution. The benefit: when budgets tighten, your service becomes more essential, not less. You are solving the guaranteed pain of payroll reduction and error elimination, making your income stream remarkably resilient in challenging economic environments. The AI automation agency is the perfect vehicle for leveraged wealth because it demands low risk, low capital, and yields massive profit margins powered by the world's fastest technology. It's time to stop doing the work and start building the machine. The client's desperate need: solving the time and talent crisis. All right, you understand the value arbitrage in the 48-hour launch, but to truly succeed, you need to step out of your shoes and into the mind of your client, the small business owner. What keeps them awake at 3 a.m.? It's not the stock market. It's not your technology. It's the relentless grind of their time crisis and their expensive talent crisis. Crisis 1, the time crisis, the CEO trap. Every small business owner falls into this CEO trap, the belief that they must personally oversee every single aspect of the operation. They spend their days doing repetitive, low-value work instead of high-value tasks like strategy, sales, and client relationships. The shocking reality: a typical small business owner spends 68% of their time on administrative tasks that could be automated. That means they are operating at less than 32% efficiency. They are paying themselves a massive salary to do the job of a low-level administrator. Here's what most people don't realize. When a client pays you $3,000 for automation, they aren't paying for software. They are paying for time compression. You are giving them back their CEO hours, the hours that actually grow the business. Analogy: your service is like a magical time machine. You are allowing them to jump over the boring, necessary tasks and land directly in the place where they can focus on revenue. Time is their most precious asset, and you are the ultimate time broker. Crisis 2, the talent crisis, the payroll pain. The second, and arguably more painful crisis, is talent. Hiring and retaining skilled labor for repetitive tasks is a nightmare. Cost. Payroll is the single largest expense, and the cost of human error, missed leads, poor customer service, is unquantifiable. Turnover. Employees for repetitive roles quit frequently, leading to massive costs in retraining and hiring, estimated at 6 to 9 months of the employee's salary for a replacement. Performance. Humans only work 8 hours a day and are prone to making mistakes at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday. The revelation: the client doesn't need to replace their employee entirely, they need to elevate them. The solution: you position your automation not as job-stealing technology, but as a talent multiplier. The pitch: we are taking the 80% of repetitive work off your employee's plate, the lead qualification, the data entry. Now, your employee is only spending their time on the 20% of high-value human connection work that generates revenue. The benefit: the client keeps their valuable employee happy and focused, drastically reducing turnover risk while getting 24/7 zero-error performance from the AI. Actionable step: the payroll elimination audit. To win the sale, you need to speak directly to the client's payroll pain. Ask the client, what is the single most repetitive task your highest paid employee does every single day? Calculate the hourly waste. Use their salary to calculate the cost of that wasted time. The guarantee that your $3,000 service will immediately save them more than the monthly cost of that wasted time. You are solving their payroll problem with a predictable, fixed expense. If this video helped you flip your thinking on the last mile problem, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. What is the non-money purpose you will start trialing this month to prepare for freedom? If you want to dive deeper into the core principles of building wealth through consistent investing, check out this video, Financial Independence, Retiring Early and Living Your Dreams, because it shares the experiences of those who have successfully navigated the entire FIRE journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stop letting the future steal your now.